welcome back. Today we are on Lookout Mountain. We're going to be checking out the Buffalo Bill Museum and grave. So William Frederick Buffalo Bill Cody. He was one of the most famous and well-known figures of the American Old West. He was a Pony Express rider, a Union soldier in the Civil War, a Medal of Honor recipient, a bison hunter, Freemason, founder of the town Cody, Wyoming, and a showman. He's mostly known for his Buffalo Bill Wild West shows that traveled throughout the US and Europe. Like a circus with its attractions, it recreated the Pony Express, Indian attacks on wagon trains, sharpshooters, and parades of costume groups on horseback. Huge audiences came to watch fantastic battles and dramatic deaths, with performers playing it up for the enthusiastic crowds. It featured such personalities as Annie Oakley and the Sioux Chief Sitting Bull, but Cody was its star attraction. He was the ultimate entertainer and celebrity, as well as a cowboy. So Buffalo Bill Cody received the nickname Buffalo Bill after the American Civil War, when he had a contract to supply Kansas Pacific Railroad workers with buffalo meat. Cody supposedly killed 4,282 buffalo in 18 months in 1867 and 1868. Cody and another hunter, Bill Comstock, competed in an 8-hour buffalo shooting match over the exclusive right to use the name, which Cody won by killing 68 animals to Comstock's 48. Cody was born on February 26, 1846, on a farm just outside LeClaire, Iowa, and he died on January 10, 1917, from kidney failure at his sister's house right here in Denver at the age of 70 years old. So we're going to go ahead and go into the museum here to check it out. My mom is here with me again.
Oh, really? The artwork. It took them about 12 hours. Wow. They were about 5, 6 people. Anyway, interesting. The rest of it you see, yes, those are originals dating back to the Wild West. Marvelous. Thank you. Hi!
Hello.
How are you today?
Good.
Happy then, okay. That's going on. And happy people to understand about the people, different people. Many of the protesters who performed the Buffalo enjoyed the work. They came back year after year. They became bush cafe chassis. One performs. They were performers. They were able to recreate their life on the plains, and it gave them very good money. Buffalo Bill paid them as well as anybody else in the show.
Hand-carved bench made in Switzerland and purchased in Italy for Buffalo Bill.
The culture performers were presented as relics of the past, and the show itself did little to educate audiences about the ongoing trauma of government oppression. Touring with the Wild West was a positive experience for some American Indian performers and their families, but it took a heavy toll on others. Even today, some of the families are uncomfortable with their ancestors.
There's his wife, Louisa.
In the Wild West, some white folks would be living in a cabin, and Indians would attack the cabin. That would give the audience the stereotype that that's what Indians did. So there were aspects of the Wild West that seemed to say Indian people are like people who but John, wonderful, and saying, some decades ago, saying, no, it was open and shut.
Mandalorian Jr. wrote, instead of degrading the Indians and classifying them as primitive savages, Cody elevated them to a status of equality with contingents from other nations. In so doing,
Buffalo
he
Bill's
recognized
voice.
and emphasized their ability as horsemen
On this
and
recording, he introduces Buffalo Bill's Wild West and Congress of Rough Riders over the world.
After Buffalo Bill's death, a condolence letter was written by the Oglala Lakota and sent to Buffalo Bill's
I guess it doesn't work. I don't hear anything. Lamp. Buffalo Bill presented hand-painted lamps to his daughters Arda and Irma in the fall of 1890. The two lamps were commissioned while the Wild West was in Italy earlier that year. This lamp, the only remaining one of the two, portrays Buffalo Bill and Lakota leader Sitting Bull. Well, that's pretty cool.
While the American government and Western settlement changed the American Indian way of life, so too did the Lakota chief Buffalo Bill.
He really also adapted our culture and our ways, because he saw it as a way where he became more compassionate. And there was a more on that used Buffalo Bill. And that's when
There's a band uniform.
generosity. They give the most precious things away, because they know it's going to come back one way or another. One of the things that he always said was, if we have to look
Oh, there's one of his show outfits.
One of the things we like to talk about is that
See, this can work.
people pay for equal work. Women were equal to men when they were the same job.
Imagine, if you will, the wild mushroom coming into a town, all from their Victorian outfits, with the corsets tightly around them and along, voluminous skirts and all that. And then they see women in the Wild West show, vaulting on and off of horses, whether it's with skirts, or with things that are close to trousers, doing practically as well as America. That in itself, I think, started to go to, not only for accepting of the capital rights and freedoms, it walked that line between the way people thought things were and the way people
Buffalo Bill draft. There's some tortilla chips and hot sauce. Looks like there's a lot of magazines. Souvenir program. Some cool boots. Oh, looks like a little figure here.
he brought in people from different cultures to show their culture best. That's why I'm excited as my cultures. So every continent with the world. So if he would have been he introduces the Congress of Rough Riders of the world, and they bring in customs from Russia.
Looks like a little kids section. You can get on some horses. That looks fun. Dress up like a cowboy. There's some antique firearms over here. Some bullets. Looks like Annie Oakley. Yep. Firearms of the Wild West. Short Bull's headdress. short bull's coat. Buffalo Bill's Wild West introduced the Lakota to the United States and the world. After the performance in the arena, audiences were encouraged to visit the teepee village, where they could meet the Lakota and see how they lived. Buffalo Bill invited the Lakota warriors in the Wild West to bring their wives and children so they could maintain their families and lifestyle, complete with teepees and traditional possessions. It's over here. There's going to be a whole bunch of posters from his show. Oh, what's over here? Souvenir candy dish from Buffalo Bill's Wild West during the World's Exposition in Chicago, 1893. Annie Oakley, the Peerless Lady Wing Shot. Johnny Baker, the Marvelous Marksman. The Buffalo Bill Saddle. Manufactured by Collins and Morrison of Omaha, 1897. And a buckskin jacket and pants worn by Buffalo Bill in the 1890s. Looks like this is about his burial here. There's a picture of his casket. They did have an open casket, so there's everyone driving up Lookout Mountain Road. And there is a huge controversy over where he was buried, so Some people believe even today that his body's not really here on Lookout Mountain, that he was really buried in Cody, Wyoming, that someone switched the bodies. But people don't think, most people don't believe that, because there's lots of people at his funeral here, which was an open casket, and they saw him being buried here. And really that story came years after he was actually buried, and so, and we'll go see the grave in a little bit, but you'll see they cemented over it so no one can dig it up or anything. Oh, here's the bugle that was played at his burial. And they made a cast of Buffalo Bill's hand right before his death, so that's right there. That's pretty cool. Buffalo Bill was a pretty neat guy. He did a lot of things other than this wildlife show. You know, he's an advocate for women's rights, Native American rights. He founded a town in Wyoming. He just did a bunch of cool stuff. So, all right, I think we're gonna head out and go see his grave now. There is his wife, Louisa. She died in 1921, just 4 years after Cody, and was buried next to him. That we'll go see. And there's a picture of them together. So they had 4 children. To the left here is Arda, and then their son Kit Carson, and then Aura, and then Irma on the right here. Unfortunately, the 3 youngest ones over here died early before Cody did, and are buried in Rochester, New York, where Cody and Louisa used to live. And Cody was only survived by his daughter Irma after his death, and she died shortly after in 1918 during the Spanish flu epidemic. And she is actually buried in Cody, Wyoming. So his wife Louisa was actually living in Cody, Wyoming at the time of her death, so they had a nice funeral for her in Cody, Wyoming, but then they brought her up here to be buried. And their foster son, Johnny Baker, who was a part of the show, when he died, he was also buried in Rochester, New York, next to his kids. And yeah, so they just did a 100-year thing on Louisa since it's her 100-year anniversary of her death. Right, we're gonna check out the little gift shop and store here. They have root beer floats, and I heard they even have buffalo burgers. I'm gonna check out some of the fun souvenirs that they have. All right, gotta put our masks on. It's a coffee. Look, Mom, I have poppets. Ew. Ew, some gold nugget bubblegum.
I don't understand why you come in.
Ew, fudge.
Bring me or hey, just walking in.
Yum. Hi. Ice cream. That's kind of neat. Little gold flake. Oh yes, very much. Thank you. It's good to see you again. Let's go check out the gift shop. Little buffalo. Some books over here. Ooh, Historic Haunts of Denver. Although all the staff here that I talked to, I asked if they thought it was haunted, and they said they didn't seem to notice anything. So there's a lot of stories online about how they thought the museum here was haunted by Cody, and no one here has confirmed that they felt anything in the paranormal activity. So a lot of cute Colorado stuff. Is it baseball? Street magnets, that's cool. I need to get something like that. I think I've been to 35 states now. Here's some decals. It's a cool Colorado magnet. Ooh, there's a pocket knife keychain. You can get with someone's name on it. Oh, cool. I don't think my 3-year-old is ready for a slingshot. No. That would be a bad idea. Oh, there's a cool sheriff badge though. Okay, that is pretty cute. I think I'll have to get one for my son. I got Daniel here. That is pretty cute. I feel like the Howling Wolf shirts. They have a cool box. Rocks. Some dream catchers. Oh, there's some cute ornaments. Those are really cute. Some more magnets. This one a Buffalo Bill. Some cute buffaloes. Yeah. Here's some mugs. Huh? Ooh, a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, that's cool. I have some old. There's some cool postcards. This is a really big gift shop. This is like a buffalo skin. Cute buffaloes. Bunch of t-shirts, some hats. I was wondering about this buffalo. It does say this buffalo is over 100 years old. He was shot in 1887 in Winter Park, Colorado. It resided in several Denver museums until given to the Buffalo Bill Museum. And that's cool. 100-year-old buffalo. Goat milk soap. Here's some actual gold flakes. So those in Colorado still looking for Christmas gifts. They have a bunch of fun Colorado stuff up here. This weird table with legs. Alright. I'm gonna go buy the sheriff's badge for my son. They actually have a Zoltar machine here, so I have to do it.
An ancient proverb for you from the great Zoltar. Be happy while you're living, for you are long time dead. Go ahead, my friend. Get yourself a little treat today. After all, you only live once, no? Give Zoltar more monies, and I will give you more wisdom for your journey.
That was good advice. Okay, let's see what my fortune says. Whoa, this thing is long. Alright, we're gonna walk to the grave site now. Alright, coming up to the grave site now. This one says William Frederick Cody, Buffalo Bill, 1846 to 1917, and Louisa Maud Cody, 1844 to 1921, at rest here by his request. And there is Buffalo Bill Cody side. And there's some coins and stuff on there. And then here is Louisa, his wife, on this side. So they have it pretty protected, and you can see this whole area is cemented. So I know they did that to stop people from robbing. And on this side it says, in memoriam Colonel William Frederick Cody, Buffalo Bill, noted scout and Indian fighter, born February 26, 1846, Scout County, Iowa, died January 10, 1917, Denver, Colorado. This is a tablet erected by Omaha Lodge, number 39, BPO Elks, in memory of her brother, William F. Cody, 1924. See, they have a little plaque over here. Frequently asked questions. Is Buffalo Bill really buried here? Yes. On the day of his burial, Cody's casket was open for one final viewing by his family, close friends, and many of the 20,000 others who attended the service. Stories of his being buried anywhere else are simply false. He was buried with Buffalo Bill, Louise, his wife. What does GAR stand for? Grand Army of the Republic. This was a fraternal organization of veterans who fought for the North during the Civil War. Why do people throw money on the grave? In 1923, a group of Lakota Sioux, led by Spotted Weasel, a former performer with Buffalo Bill's Wild West, visited the grave. They put Indian head nickels on the grave to honor Buffalo Bill. The image on the nickel was that of Iron Tail, a longtime friend of Cody and a performer in the Wild West. The tradition of putting money on the grave has continued ever since. And there's a picture of Buffalo Bill when he was 18, when he enlisted in the Army. He does have a pretty nice view up here. And then there's another plaque on why is Buffalo Bill buried here. There is an ongoing debate regarding Buffalo Bill Cody's burial site. His last will and testament specified a burial site near Cody, Wyoming. He later removed that request. In 1917, as he lay dying in his sister's home in Denver, he recalled the beautiful view from Lookout Mountain and asked his wife, Louisa, to bury him there. There's a picture of him and Louisa again, and then there's what was played at his funeral. Buffalo Bill's change of heart surprised people in Cody and began a controversy that continues today. The disagreement has generated threats to steal his body and false claims that he is actually buried in Wyoming. Today, several tons of concrete ensure that he stays exactly where he asked to be buried. Very interesting. Alright, that was Buffalo Bill's grave, and next we're going to actually go see the house in Denver where he died. So I'll see you over there. Alright, I'm going to throw some coins for Buffalo Bill here. Alright, rest in peace, Buffalo Bill Cody. Alright, we are on Lafayette Street in Denver, and this is the house where Buffalo Bill Cody died. It was actually his sister's house. In his Wild West show, the tour actually ended in Colorado, so he was here visiting, and he fell ill and was here with his sister. And he actually made a trip out to Glenwood Springs to sit in the hot springs because it's supposed to have healing waters, and he tried that, but he saw a doctor, and the doctor said he only had a few days to live. And so he came back to this house, to his sister's house. They contacted his family, his wife and his daughter, and told them that they should be here to be with him. And yeah, he ended up dying here from kidney failure. So in January of 1917. So for a while his body was in the state of Colorado Capitol building, and governors and famous friends visited him in a very elaborate funeral service. Then his body was placed in a carriage that moved through the streets of Denver, where thousands of people could say goodbye to him. And then since he died in January, the road to Lookout Mountain was impassable, so Olinger's mortuary kept his remains in cold storage for 6 months, and they also embalmed him 6 times until the road up to Lookout Mountain was made passable, and that's why his burial wasn't until June of that year, even though he died in January. So the Olinger mortuary is now actually a restaurant called Linger, which is kind of fun. So I've actually eaten there before, and they have little menus there that look like toe tags, so that's very interesting. Also, he was baptized in the Catholic Church the day before his death by Father Christopher Walsh of the Denver Cathedral, and then he received a full Masonic funeral. So there is a house he died in. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun going through the museum and learning more about Buffalo Bill Cody. I definitely recommend the museum. The staff there was fantastic. I was asking them a bunch of questions and they were so happy to answer everything. So I definitely recommend going and checking it out. And I will see you at the next grave. Thanks.